Question 1. When is National Space Day observed in India? The correct answer is option A, 23rd August. Explanation: the Prime Minister greeted the nation on National Space Day, which is observed on 23rd August each year. This day commemorates the successful landing of Chandrayaan-3 on the lunar South Pole in 2023, marking a significant milestone in India's space exploration efforts. Question 2. The INS Sudarshini, which recently reached Lisbon, Portugal as part of Lokian 2026, is primarily what type of vessel? The correct answer is option B, sail training ship. Explanation: INS Sudarshini is a sail training ship of the Indian Navy. It is designed to impart practical training to naval cadets and officers in seamanship, navigation, and other aspects of maritime operations, often undertaking long-distance voyages like Lokian 2026 for experiential learning and diplomatic outreach. Question 3. With reference to regenerative agriculture, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It focuses on improving soil health, biodiversity, and water management. Statement 2. It typically involves practices like minimal tillage, cover cropping, and crop rotation. Statement 3. The primary goal is to maximize short-term yields using synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation: statements 1 and 2 are correct. Regenerative agriculture is a holistic farming approach that aims to improve soil health, enhance biodiversity, optimize water management, and increase ecosystem services. It employs practices such as minimal or no tillage, cover cropping, crop rotation, and integrating livestock. Statement 3 is incorrect because regenerative agriculture seeks to reduce reliance on synthetic inputs and focuses on long-term ecological health rather than solely maximizing short-term yields through conventional intensive methods. Question 4. Pitch Black and Udara Shakti are large-scale multinational military exercises in which the Indian Air Force participates. Which of the following countries are key hosts participants for these exercises, respectively? The correct answer is option A, Australia, Pitch Black, and Malaysia, Udara Shakti. Explanation: Exercise Pitch Black is a biennial multinational air combat exercise hosted by the Royal Australian Air Force, RAF. Exercise Udara Shakti is a bilateral exercise between the Indian Air Force, IAF, and the Royal Malaysian Air Force, RMAF. Both exercises are crucial for enhancing interoperability and sharing best practices among participating air forces. Question 5. The popular Hindi science magazine Vigyan Pragati, which recently completed 75 years, is published by which organization? The correct answer is option B, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Institute of Science Communication and Policy Research, CHSL. Explanation: Vigyan Pragati is a renowned Hindi science magazine published by the CHSL National Institute of Science Communication and Policy Research, CHSL. It plays a vital role in popularizing science among the Hindi-speaking masses and recently celebrated its Platinum Jubilee, 75 years, of publication. Question 6. The Siliguri Corridor, often referred to as the Chicken's Neck, is a strategically important narrow stretch of land located in which Indian state? The correct answer is option B, West Bengal. Explanation: the Siliguri Corridor is a narrow strip of land located in the Indian state of West Bengal. It connects India's northeastern states to the rest of India and shares borders with Nepal, Bangladesh, and Bhutan, making it a highly sensitive and strategically vital region for national security, often referred to as the Chicken's Neck. Question 7. Consider the following statements regarding the Digital Agriculture and Pulses Self-Sufficiency Mission, Dalhan Atmanirbharta Mission. Statement 1. The Digital Agriculture Initiative aims to leverage technology for efficient farming practices and farmer empowerment. Statement 2. The Pulses Self-Sufficiency Mission primarily focuses on increasing the domestic production of pulses to reduce import dependency. Statement 3. Both initiatives are guided by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation: statements 1 and 2 are correct. Digital agriculture initiatives aim to integrate digital technologies like AI, IoT, and remote sensing into farming for better decision-making, resource management, and market access. The Pulses Self-Sufficiency Mission, Dalhan Atmanirbharta Mission, is indeed focused on boosting domestic production of pulses to achieve self-reliance and reduce reliance on imports. Statement 3 is incorrect. These initiatives are primarily guided by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, not the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Question 8. The recent BRICS Youth Affairs Ministers meeting was held in which Indian city? The correct answer is option C, Vishakhapatnam. Explanation: the BRICS Youth Affairs Ministers meeting recently concluded in Vishakhapatnam, India. This meeting brought together ministers from BRICS nations to discuss youth-related issues and foster cooperation on youth development initiatives. Question 9. With reference to the Chennai Declaration, which was recently adopted unanimously at a BRICS meeting, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It reiterates BRICS' commitment to building an effective, resilient, and future-ready framework in science, technology, and innovation (STI). Statement 2. The declaration emphasizes promoting collaborative research and development among BRICS member states. Statement 3. It specifically outlines a plan for joint military exercises among BRICS nations. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation: statements 1 and 2 are correct. The Chennai Declaration, adopted at a BRICS meeting, focuses on strengthening cooperation in science, technology, and innovation (STI). It aims to create a robust framework for effective, resilient, and future-ready STI collaboration, including promoting joint research and development. Statement 3 is incorrect. The declaration's focus is on STI, not military exercises. Question 10. The Mission Zero initiative, recently discussed in a national workshop, is aimed at achieving which of the following objectives? The correct answer is option C, ensuring complete control over deaths of sanitation workers during work. Explanation: Mission Zero is a crucial initiative focused on ensuring complete control over deaths of sanitation workers during work. This mission aims to improve the safety and working conditions of sanitation workers, prevent accidents, and provide necessary protective gear and training, ultimately striving for zero fatalities in sanitation operations. Question 11. With reference to the Access and Benefit Sharing (ABS) fund under the National Biodiversity Authority (NBA), consider the following statements. Statement 1. The ABS fund is established under the Biological Diversity Act, 2002. Statement 2. It facilitates the equitable sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of biological resources and associated traditional knowledge. Statement 3. Funds from the ABS are primarily used for promoting commercial exploitation of biodiversity by private entities. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation: statements 1 and 2 are correct. The Access and Benefit Sharing (ABS) fund is a key mechanism established under India's Biological Diversity Act, 2002. Its primary purpose is to ensure the equitable sharing of benefits arising from the use of biological resources and associated traditional knowledge with the local communities and biodiversity custodians. Statement 3 is incorrect. The funds are used for conservation, sustainable use of biodiversity, and benefit sharing, not primarily for commercial exploitation by private entities. Question 12. The Employee Enrollment Campaign, 2026, launched by the Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO, aims to achieve which of the following? The correct answer is option B, ensure social security coverage for employees currently outside the EPFO ambit. Explanation: the Employee Enrollment Campaign, 2026, initiated by the EPFO, is designed to bring into its fold those employees who are currently outside the ambit of EPF coverage. The objective is to extend social security benefits like Provident Fund, pension, and insurance to a larger segment of the workforce, ensuring their financial well-being post-retirement or in unforeseen circumstances. Question 13. The National Animal Disease Control Program, NADCP, primarily focuses on controlling and eradicating which of the following diseases in livestock? The correct answer is option A, foot and mouth disease, FMD, and brucellosis. Explanation: the National Animal Disease Control Program, NADCP, is a flagship scheme launched by the Government of India with the aim of controlling and eradicating foot and mouth disease, FMD, and brucellosis in livestock. These diseases cause significant economic losses to farmers, and the program involves mass vaccination and disease management strategies. Question 14. The statement that India should move from being the pharmacy of the world to the laboratory of the world signifies a focus on which of the following sectors? The correct answer is option B, research, development, and innovation in pharmaceuticals and healthcare. Explanation: the transition from pharmacy of the world to laboratory of the world emphasizes India's ambition to become a global hub for research, development, and innovation in the pharmaceutical and healthcare sectors. While India is already a major producer of generic drugs, pharmacy of the world, the new focus is on becoming a leader in drug discovery, clinical trials, and advanced medical research. Question 15. Union Minister Piyush Goyal recently led a large business delegation to Japan. What was the primary objective of this visit? The correct answer is option B, to promote trade, investment, and economic cooperation between India and Japan. Explanation: Union Minister Piyush Goyal, as the Commerce and Industry Minister, led a significant business delegation to Japan with the primary objective of promoting trade, attracting investments, and strengthening overall economic cooperation between India and Japan. Such visits are crucial for fostering bilateral business ties and exploring new avenues for collaboration. Question 16. With reference to government support for space startups in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The government has opened up the space sector for private participation, including startups. Statement 2. InSpace acts as a single-window agency for promoting and regulating private sector activities in space. Statement 3. Space startups are primarily encouraged to focus on satellite manufacturing, with limited scope in launch services. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation: statements 1 and 2 are correct. The Indian government has indeed undertaken significant reforms to open up the space sector, encouraging private participation and the growth of space startups. InSpace, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, serves as an independent nodal agency to facilitate and regulate private sector involvement. Statement 3 is incorrect. Space startups are encouraged across various segments, including satellite manufacturing, launch vehicle development, ground segment operations, and space-based applications, not just limited to satellite manufacturing. Question 17. The BRICS Youth Affairs Ministers meeting recently concluded in Visakhapatnam. Which of the following is a likely focus area of the joint statement adopted at this meeting? The correct answer is option B, promoting youth entrepreneurship, skill development, and cultural exchanges among BRICS nations. Explanation: meetings of youth affairs ministers typically focus on areas directly impacting young people. Therefore, the joint statement from the BRICS Youth Affairs Ministers meeting would most likely emphasize promoting youth entrepreneurship, skill development, education, cultural exchanges, and participation in decision-making among the BRICS member states. Options A, C, and D relate to economic, military, and space policies, which are generally handled by other ministerial forums. Question 18. What is the full form of CSIR and CPR? The correct answer is option A, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Institute of Science Communication and Policy Research. Explanation: CSIR and CPR stands for Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Institute of Science Communication and Policy Research. It is a premier institute under CSIR dedicated to science communication, popularization, and policy research in science and technology. Question 19. Which of the following is a core principle of regenerative agriculture? The correct answer is option C, minimizing soil disturbance and enhancing soil organic matter. Explanation: a core principle of regenerative agriculture is minimizing soil disturbance, example, through no-till or minimal tillage, and actively working to enhance soil organic matter. This approach aims to improve soil health, water retention, and biodiversity, leading to more resilient and productive agricultural systems. Options A, B, and D are generally associated with conventional or unsustainable farming practices. Question 20. The Siliguri corridor is often colloquially referred to by which of the following names due to its geographical shape and strategic vulnerability? The correct answer is option C, Chicken's Neck. Explanation: the Siliguri corridor is famously known as the Chicken's Neck due to its extremely narrow width, as little as 22 kilometers at some points, and its critical strategic importance. This narrow strip of land is the only land bridge connecting India's northeastern states with the rest of the country, making its security paramount. Question 21. With reference to the Employee Enrollment Campaign 2026 launched by the Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The campaign aims to bring all eligible employees currently outside the EPF coverage under Social Security. Statement 2. It specifically targets establishments with less than 20 employees to encourage their enrollment. Statement 3. The campaign provides a limited time window for employers to voluntarily comply with EPF regulations without penalty. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Explanation: the Employee Enrollment Campaign 2026 by EPFO aims to extend Social Security benefits to all eligible employees who are currently not covered under the EPF and MP Act 1952. Statement 1 is correct. The campaign encourages establishments to voluntarily enroll their uncovered employees, often providing a window for compliance without immediate penal action, making Statement 3 correct. However, the campaign is generally for all uncovered eligible employees in covered establishments, not specifically targeting establishments with less than 20 employees, as EPF coverage is mandatory for establishments employing 20 or more persons. Smaller establishments might be covered voluntarily. Therefore, Statement 2 is incorrect. Question 22. With reference to the Chennai Declaration, recently adopted at a BRICS meeting, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The declaration was adopted unanimously by all BRICS member states. Statement 2. It primarily focuses on establishing a robust framework for cooperation in science, technology, and innovation. Statement 3. The declaration emphasizes the need for effective, resilient, and future-ready mechanisms for collaboration. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: the Chennai Declaration was indeed adopted unanimously at a BRICS meeting, as announced by Dr. Jitendra Singh, making Statement 1 correct. Its core commitment is to reiterate the BRICS commitment to building an effective, resilient, and future-ready framework in science, technology, and innovation, making Statements 2 and 3 correct. All three statements are accurate regarding the declaration. Question 23. With reference to the Access and Benefit Sharing (ABS) fund under the National Biodiversity Authority (NBA), consider the following statements. Statement 1. The fund is established to ensure equitable sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of biological resources. Statement 2. Funds are disbursed to state biodiversity boards and Union Territory Biodiversity Councils. Statement 3. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research (ICAR) institutions are also eligible recipients of funds from the ABS fund. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: the Access and Benefit Sharing (ABS) Fund is a crucial mechanism under the National Biodiversity Authority (NBA), established to implement the principle of equitable sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of biological resources, making statement 1 correct. Funds from the ABS fund are indeed released to state biodiversity boards and union territory biodiversity councils to support their activities related to biodiversity conservation and ABS implementation, making statement 2 correct. The news explicitly mentions the release of funds to ICAR Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, Karnataka, indicating that ICAR institutions can also be eligible recipients, making statement 3 correct. Therefore, all 3 statements are correct. Question 24. Union Minister Piyush Goyal recently led a 200-member business delegation to which country? The correct answer is option B, Japan. Explanation: Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Shri Piyush Goyal, recently led a significant 200-member business delegation to Japan. The visit aimed to strengthen bilateral trade and investment ties between India and Japan. Question 25. The Lokyan 2026 mission, involving INS Sudarshini, recently saw the vessel reach which European capital? The correct answer is option C, Lisbon, Portugal. Explanation: The Indian naval ship, INS Sudarshini, a sail training ship, recently reached Lisbon, Portugal, as part of the Lokyan 2026 mission. This mission typically involves long-distance voyages to foster international relations and provide training to naval cadets. Question 26. The National Space Day in India, on which the Prime Minister recently extended greetings, commemorates which significant achievement in India's space program? The correct answer is option B, successful landing of Chandrayaan-3 on the moon. Explanation: National Space Day in India is observed to commemorate the historic and successful soft landing of Chandrayaan-3 on the lunar South Pole. This achievement marked India as the 4th country to successfully land on the moon and the first to reach its South Pole. Question 27. Which Union Minister appealed to states for 100% saturation of the Digital Agriculture and Pulses Self-Sufficiency Mission, Dalhan Atmanirbharta Mission? The correct answer is option C, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Explanation: Union Minister Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan appealed to states to achieve 100% saturation in the Digital Agriculture and Pulses Self-Sufficiency Mission, Dalhan Atmanirbharta Mission. This initiative aims to leverage technology for agricultural development and reduce India's reliance on pulse imports. Question 28. The National Workshop on Mission Zero focused on achieving complete control over what specific issue? The correct answer is option C, deaths of sanitation workers during work. Explanation: The National Workshop on Mission Zero was specifically organized with the theme Mission Zero, Complete Control over Deaths of Sanitation Workers during work. This initiative underscores the government's commitment to ensuring the safety and dignity of sanitation workers by preventing fatalities during their duties. Question 29. The Siliguri corridor, whose security was recently reviewed by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, connects the Indian mainland with which region? The correct answer is option A, northeastern states of India. Explanation: The Siliguri corridor, often referred to as the Chicken's Neck, is a narrow stretch of land in West Bengal. It is strategically vital as it connects the Indian mainland with the northeastern states of India. Its security is paramount due to its geographical vulnerability and geopolitical significance, hence the review by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Question 30. The National Animal Disease Control Program, NADCP, aims for the eradication of foot and mouth disease, FMD, and brucellosis by which target year? The correct answer is option B, 2030. Explanation: The National Animal Disease Control Program, NADCP, is a flagship scheme launched by the Government of India with the aim of controlling and eradicating foot and mouth disease, FMD, and brucellosis in livestock. The program has a target of eradicating these diseases by 2030 through mass vaccination and other control measures.